friends, welcome back to our channel. This is definitely not where I planned to do this, but I figured if we're gonna do a Q&A, we gotta have Noah in it, so I'm coming down to her level. This is probably not the most flattering. It's okay though. You look good. So we asked on our Instagram if you guys had any questions for us, and we're gonna be answering those today. People have a lot of questions. You wanna answer them? Awesome. Navy's here with us too. She doesn't want to answer questions today. First question, this is a good one. It's actually the very first one we got on here too, is how old is Noah? I want to address this. A lot of people are wondering how I know Noah's age, if she was truly a stray. I promise she was. I found her on the street. Yeah, you're welcome. Noah did have somebody she was chipped to, and they said that she was around 5 years old. They found her as a stray, and they were wrong. So Noah is actually 3. She's gonna be 4 next month. I'm so sad. You're growing up. So how I found this out is I did a DNA test on Noah last December, November, and both of her parents had been ran through the system. The people that bred them ran them through the system. So I was able to message the owner of her parents and who bred Noah and get a little more background. She said that they had 2 litters. They've only ever had 2. It was February and August of 2021, but putting together the rest of Noah's backstory, I came to the conclusion that she would have been born in February. She's just a baby. I love you. Have you considered a 3rd dog? Yes and no. So if you know anything about us, you probably know that I'm single. I live alone in an apartment now. I used to be in a house. I was in a house when I found her, thank God. I don't think I want to get a 3rd dog until I am hopefully eventually married and with somebody, because that's a lot. But even more than that, I don't want to get a 3rd dog until I own a home. Because even 2 dogs in an apartment is not ideal. Okay, I'm going to give Noah a little bit of space, and kind of following up on that too, I've gone back and forth about 3 dogs because I would really love to foster. After getting more involved, I've been taking rescue dogs on field trips lately. I've only done 3 just to like see how much they need somebody. It's so life-changing to be able to foster dogs, and so I think if I have 3 dogs, then I won't be able to foster, and honestly, Navy might not want another sister. It's in the back of my mind. Have we been back to the dog park? No, we have not, and we will not. So for those who don't know, when we did transition to an apartment and move here to Arizona, I started taking them to the dog park. It was a smaller park and it had been going great. We went a handful of times and had a really good experience. Around 2 months ago, we were there and Noah got attacked by another dog. I kind of blacked out, but when it happened, I truly thought she was just going to be in such bad shape because this dog was on top of her for a while before I could get to her. And Noah is so sweet. Like, she does not do anything. If she's getting hurt or attacked, she's laying down. The owner didn't do anything. I was literally like trying to push this dog off. I felt terrible, but like I thought it was really hurting Noah, and it was like biting me in the meantime. It was really traumatic. Somehow Noah was totally fine, which is weird because like I said, the dog was biting me. But no, we won't be back. We will not be back. Also, people, if you have a dog and you know that they shouldn't be in those environments, don't take them. Oh, this is a good question to follow that. Are you getting Noah a trainer for her anxiety? Asking as an owner of a rescue pup with anxiety. After that attack happened, I noticed that Noah started being really dog reactive when she was on her leash. She wasn't scared of the dog, didn't want to attack them or anything like that. She just wanted to say hi. And so we did hire a trainer. He came out and I thought we had kind of fixed the issue. So basically what he told me to do is to carry around one of those dust cans whenever she initiated or barked or whatever at another dog. You spray the can, not at her, just the noise. It worked great when he was here with us doing it. Like, she did it great. He tried to implement it for a while after that and it didn't work. I actually think spraying the can has started to give her more anxiety, and so we stopped. And yeah, she's just reactive on a leash now. So I do want to get them training. I really want to get Navy therapy dog certified. Being one person, it's hard to take 2 dogs to a trainer at the same time. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do there. But just know, if you have a reactive dog, I'm with you. Do you make money from your account, and do you think you'll be able to go full time? I do make a little bit of money, be totally transparent. So we actually started on TikTok, and it was actually just under a Navy account. And for a really long time, we didn't make any money off of it. And then on TikTok, once you hit 10,000 followers, you can make money off of views on videos that are over a minute, but it takes a lot of other factors into consideration. I think the most we ever made like on one video, and this was few and far between, was we had one video that hit like 1.2 million views or something like that. And I think I made like $800 off of it. Really, I don't know what happened. We really don't make any money off views anymore. Our TikTok account has kind of gone down. I think the most I made in a month on views there was like $1,800, which life-changing. But you do have to take into account, you have to put like 35 to 40% of that away because you're not paying taxes on it. It's like you're a contractor. On Instagram, we've done a few brand deals. We've made a little bit of money, but you can see that disclosed like when I post the video or the story, but it's not anything consistent. I think that in a dream world, yes, I would go full time, like spend all day, every day going on these adventures and doing things fun with my dogs, but also like educating people online about rescue and just sharing our daily lives would be amazing. And I'm gonna speak that into existence, but at this time, there's no way I could only do social media and live. So I actually do work full time. I'm an HR manager for a tech company. That would be the dream. So we do appreciate everybody that supports us. It means so much. I'm very grateful. We've even made $1 off social media because that wasn't the plan when we started all this. And honestly, what this is for me is I've noticed it's a huge creative outlet. Like when you work an 8 to 5 job, you need something outside of that. And mine combines my 2 favorite things in the world. So do you think about teaching them to talk with buttons? This will be a quick one. Yes, I have, and I bought some last summer. Noah is scared of them, so I tried to teach her and she will just run away, and so those went in the trash. How old are your girls? Do you have them groomed or do you do it yourself? So I already kind of touched on Noah. Navy is going to be 5 in May. There's a whole story with grooming because so many groomers like to come on my page and like dog on me because I've been trying to groom them myself. Here's why I started doing it. So Navy and Noah had a groomer in Oklahoma. We love her. She's amazing. She's so good with Noah. I was getting them groomed consistently every like 5 to 6 weeks. Her groomer got hurt earlier in 2024 and had to stop grooming them. And so I did like an initial groom on Noah. It was fine, but then we tried out a new groomer that the same business got, and she was so sweet, but Noah was too scared for her. She had to send Noah home with like a half groom because she didn't want to push her limits too much, which I'm so thankful for. Like, I'm not mad at the groomer at all, but Noah was extremely anxious. She chewed through leads. It was just a mess. And so I started doing her at home and then convinced myself I was going to teach myself to just do them both. And then we moved here and I'm just so scared to trust a new place. But also, like, I would love to get better and learn to do it myself. I think we also know our dogs best. So people that like come from me and they're like, you're stressing her out. Have you seen Noah? Noah always looks stressed out. Like, she's fine. She is fine. I know her limits. And so I like that too. I like knowing that even if she seems stressed, she's more comfortable with me than getting dropped off with a stranger. How's Arizona going? What's the best part and what's the worst part? So I actually, up until December, was sure that I was gonna move back to Oklahoma. We moved to Arizona from Oklahoma in September. If you know Oklahoma, it's like the cheapest place to live. And so I was going from a very cheap place to live to very expensive, which I knew, but I felt like the trade-off of how much extra I was spending to live here wasn't worth it. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just I need to be back in a house, and it's not super affordable here. However, I think earlier this month in January, I started to kind of change my mindset, and I am enjoying Arizona a lot more. It's really nice that it is January and I can wear shorts. I also think if I left Arizona, I don't think I'd go back home to Oklahoma yet. I really want to live near a beach, and so I could see myself going to Florida for a little bit, maybe Airbnb for a few months, so I'm not locked in, but TBD. What advice would you have for somebody thinking of a second dog? I think that you really need to consider your first dog. Navy, for example, at least she's still like pretty young, and so when I brought Noah into the picture, she's able to adapt, and I actually think that they're best friends. I know that Navy loves her. She just doesn't always show it sometimes. Double everything that you're spending. These girls go through food like crazy. I think you also shouldn't get a second dog if you can't give that second dog the same quality that you're giving the first dog. Also, don't get a dog for your dog, because before I found Noah, I was convinced I wanted a dog for Navy, but in Navy's perfect world, she probably would have just preferred to be the only dog. I used to take Navy with me literally anywhere she could go. It's super easy to manage one dog, but I took both girls to the bar last weekend with me to watch one of the playoff games, and it was fun, but it is a mess wrinkling 2 dogs. It makes things a little bit harder, especially if you're by yourself. I think that's all for now. If you want a part 2, let me know. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments. I'm also going to answer some other questions on our Instagram. You can follow us there at Noah the Rescue Doodle, and we're also on TikTok at Noah the Rescue Doodle. Thanks, bye!